It's 2 o'clock, so I'll call the commission meeting for Thursday, August 21st to order. If everyone please stand, I've asked Commissioner Watson to lead us in the invocation and Commissioner Cook to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
You'll bow your heads. Father, we come before you today and we thank you for this opportunity to serve the community. We ask that you guide and direct our decisions and that they be in the best interest of the community, and that we treat each member of our team with respect and honor. We also thank you for these staff members that are being recognized today and the families they represent. Keep our employees safe as they traverse the county and work for the good of our Joint Water and Sewer Commission, and we ask this in your holy name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Do we have public comment?
Yes, sir.
I would like, we got a lot of recognitions, and the first one is King and Prince Seafood. Sarah Skinner with GAWP is going to make that presentation. King and Prince Seafood, they have to pre-treat their discharge before it comes into our system. I think, Angela, are you over that stuff?
I was.
Well,
This is my last chore.
This is her last pre-treatment duty.
would the fellows from King and Prince come forward, please? Is this the first time y'all have won this award?
No, we have won it in the past.
Okay, but not every year?
No, not every year. We're working on that.
Don't call them out on it.
They'll only let them get it every other year.
Yeah.
They're not eligible every year.
Ah, okay.
Mr. Chairman, members of the Commission, thanks for having me here today. My name is Sarah Skinner. I'm with the Georgia Water Planning and Policy Center. I'm also the Program Committee Chair of the Georgia Association of Water Professionals, or GAWP, and I am here on GAWP staff's behalf. For those who aren't familiar with GAWP, it is a not-for-profit organization representing nearly 4,000 water professionals across the state in stormwater, water, and the wastewater sectors. Our members include treatment plant operators, engineers, public officials, manufacturers, and others who are dedicated to managing and protecting Georgia's water resources. Founded in 1932, GAWP is the state's premier professional association for water and wastewater issues. It launched Georgia's first water professional licensing program, and for over 90 years have provided the majority of the certified training for operators across the state. We're proud to be the second largest state-level water association in the nation, and we maintain affiliations with national organizations such as American Water Works Association, Water Environment Federation, American Water Resources Association, and the Georgia Waterwise Council. GAWP is recognized as a trusted authority on water issues and regularly consulted by the media, elected officials, and the public. GAWP also honors corporate and utility members that consistently deliver safe, clean drinking water and maintain high standards in wastewater treatment. The Gold and Platinum Awards recognize facilities that have met all permit requirements under SDWA, MPDES, MCL regulations throughout the previous calendar year. Just one permit violation disqualifies a facility. Earning this award demonstrates exceptional attention to compliance and operations. Achieving 5 consecutive gold awards qualifies a facility for a platinum award, but even a single lapse resets the clock. Now in its 28th year for wastewater and 27th for drinking water, the award program continues to grow. This year we saw 63 gold and 79 platinum recipients, which is a record. This is only possible through strong teamwork between frontline operators, lab technicians, engineers, maintenance crews, and leadership, including elected officials who ensure that we have the resources and support that are in place. At the 2025 Spring Conference, the King and Prince Seafood Corporation was recognized with a gold award. King and Prince Seafood Corporation should be proud of its staff for reaching this impressive level of achievement. This is an important accomplishment and speaks volumes about the exceptional commitment and level of service that King and Prince Seafood Corporation provides. Thank you.
Y'all mind stepping out into the center here so he can get a picture?
So you can get
Thank you, Ms. Skinner.
Thank you so much.
Let me ask you a couple of questions.
You're not getting away that
Who's the
easy.
spokesman?
Hang on.
Who's the spokesman? What type of pretreatment plant do you have?
Basically what we do is we run seafood,
Uh-huh.
and we pre-treat that water before it comes to the city, so industrial pre-treatment through a DAF system.
Okay. And Angela?
Sir,
You- How
speaking out.
how often you have to check up on them?
We're required to do yearly inspections, but Stephen and I stay in pretty close contact. They are the premier of our industries in Brunswick for having redundancy and really taking care of their wastewater department.
That's good. And for the other commissioners, the industrial pretreatment's required when an industry has wastewater that the municipal plant can just not treat without pretreatment from the source. And when they get, I think, over 10,000 gallons a day or something like this. So,
Yeah, we run, say, roughly about 80 to 100,000 gallons a day.
yeah. And it comes to the Academy Creek plant, right?
That's correct, yes, sir.
They contribute about a little over 3 million a month in gallons to Academy Creek.
Well, we want to congratulate you and appreciate you being a good partner with us
Absolutely.
in meeting the wastewater. Thank you very much.
Yep. See you guys.
Well, thank you, Ms. Skinner. Okay. Okay, now we got the local. Oh, we're getting more and more of these.
I know.
That's good.
I haven't seen theirs, but I've seen some other ones.
Where does he need this one?
Okay, the first one's
What's that?
Matt Lane.
Woo!
How are you doing?
Doing good, sir. How are you?
Matt is a water operator class 1. He began his career of joint water and sewer nearly 9 years ago as a water operator trainee. Since then, he's earned his water operator class 3, class 2, and most recently his class 1. That's the highest you can get.
Yes, sir, it is.
Along with his water laboratory analyst certification. He currently serves as a water production supervisor in the water production department. And he also produces something in the paper, if y'all ever read it. It's about the source water assessment.
Yes, sir.
Each year, we have to advertise to the public that we're meeting and we're producing good water. And so he does a good job at that. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir.
Class 1 is as high as you can get. I'm gonna read this first. Who's gonna stand up here? Is it-
I will.
Derek's not here? State of Georgia Board of Examiners for certification of water and wastewater treatment plant operators and laboratory analysts certifies that Matthew Samuel Lane, having given satisfactory evidence of the necessary qualifications as required by the laws of the state of Georgia, has been duly certified as a water operator class 1 in the state of Georgia. Signed, Margaret Doss, the 17th day of July, 2025.
Yes,
Congratulations.
sir. Thank you very much.
One brief note, his bio is incorrect because as of 2 days ago, Matt has been promoted to our Assistant Director of Water Production Operations. So, we went through the interviews, he'd already sent his bio in. I didn't want to give him the good news until we had actually done the paperwork,
So
but
you
he's
just,
been,
you just got the good news?
he
Yes, sir.
just got it Tuesday.
Oh,
Just got it Tuesday.
I thought you just gave it to him.
Well, he's got to agree to it, so we had to make sure he agreed to it.
Do you agree to it?
Yes, sir. Hands down, yes, sir.
Does that mean you work overtime and don't get paid for it?
That's what it means, yes.
I was like, I'm already going to be here, so may as well, yeah.
That's good.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Oh,
We
well, thank
appreciate
you.
everything you do for us.
Thank you. very much.
Appreciate it, Matt.
Yes.
Congratulations.
We call that guaranteed overtime.
Grady Lee? Grady started in October of 2024 in our wastewater division as a line cleaning technician. He obtained his tanker endorsement and now his wastewater collection systems operator certification. The line cleaning technician, does that mean you drive one of those big trucks?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's fun, isn't it?
We,
It's a lot bigger than anybody else on the road.
yeah, but some of them try and sneak up under you sometimes. They don't realize those big trucks don't stop real quick.
What kind of lines do you clean out?
Mainly the sewer lines. If we get a call, we'll go clean out blockages in the residential line.
Okay, so we do clean out residential lines too.
Not with the VACCon truck, we do that with the Harbin with a much smaller hose and a much smaller head on it.
So how many lines do you clean out a day?
It's hard to say.
Because we got 4 trucks, right?
Yes, sir.
And they're always busy.
Always wrong.
If we don't have a call, we go to certain basins. I believe we cleaned right around 3,000 feet yesterday on the one truck that I was on.
We've been averaging for the last 5 years between 70 and 80 miles of pipe a year cleaned.
He knows the numbers way better than I do.
So you know.
He makes the numbers, I just report them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, let me read this. State of Georgia Board of Examiners for certification of water and wastewater treatment plant operators and laboratory analysts certifies that Grady Robert Lee, having given satisfactory evidence of the necessary qualifications as required by the laws of the state of Georgia, has been duly certified as a wastewater collection system operator in the state of Georgia, signed Margaret Doss, the 21st day of August 2025. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna ask Kirk now to say some kind words.
Say some nice things about Grady. Well, since he's come on board, he's been a hard worker, shows up, running the back on the combination cleaner out on the system. You know, you're standing on hot asphalt, unblocking lines, or doing routine cleaning, and they're doing both. And then on the other side of that is the customer service side. People have blockages and go clear lines, and part of the team that goes out and finds, takes care of issues as they're either called in or we've discovered them, and then part of the team that's also, as Mr. Burrows commented on, our routine cleaning program so that we maintain our lines.
Glad to have you with us.
Thank you, sir. It's nice to be here.
Let's get a picture of Kirk back. Christopher Williams. He was the first one here today.
I'm the first one at the shop every morning too.
I know early bird gets to work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Christopher is a wastewater collection systems operator. He's been with JWSC for almost 2 years and started as a pump tech in systems pumping and management, and then was promoted to crew leader 5 months ago. He enjoys getting to a station and figuring out what is wrong with it and the satisfaction of it working. His goals are to get all licenses for water and wastewater. That's a wonderful goal to have.
Yes, sir.
We hope you attain that.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Now, tell me about you figuring out what's wrong with it and the satisfaction of it working. What was the biggest problem you solved?
There's so many. Sometimes I have to call David because it's above my wits, but
At least you know who to call.
like today, I installed one of the new bubbler systems at 3101, and for some reason yesterday I couldn't get it to run. Well, this morning I figured out what was wrong with it, and now it's running and working, and so, you know, that was very pleasing to get that going. So,
What's your favorite pump station that we have?
There's a one.
The one that
I
doesn't
wanna
call
say
him
the
out
one
at
that
3 in the
doesn't
morning,
call
right?
The one that normally don't call out, I'd have to say 4002 since it's been rehabbed. You hardly hear nothing from it, so.
Yeah.
Great answer.
Yes, sir.
We spent a lot of money on it, didn't
Oh, yes, sir.
we? Yeah.
A lot of hard work in that thing, too.
At least the pump's gonna last about 15 years too,
I hope so.
so, yeah. Well. Board of Examiners for certification of water and wastewater treatment plant operators and laboratory analyst certifies that Christopher Olin Williams, having given satisfactory evidence of the necessary qualifications as required by the laws of the state of Georgia, has been duly certified as wastewater collection system operator in the state of Georgia. Margaret Doss, signed this 21st day of August 2025. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
What you fellows want to tell something about Christopher?
So like you mentioned, Chris came on board with us, almost a year ago now.
Almost 2 years now.
Yeah, almost two. But recently he got promoted to crew leader and he's done an excellent job. Like anybody, there's always bumps on the road, but he's learned and he's moved forward every time, and he enjoys trying to learn things like you mentioned, and, at the end of the day, that's the most positive thing, as long as people always wanna move forward and learn from mistakes and actually, try to grow. And like you mentioned, we're excellent and happy to see that he wants to grow, and with his education as well, he proved it. We're very proud of it.
You know, part of what keeps our system running is having technicians who are good at diagnosing issues. You know, what we're feeding our pumps is the worst of the worst, and it really takes its toll on it. And on top of that, not just looking at the obvious, but trying to delve in. You still have to do your PMs, but you have to delve into it and figure out what is the root cause of the problem. And Chris is one of the ones that's a good diagnostician, and he tries to chase down what the root cause is so that it's not just perpetual Band-Aids, but actually fixing the problem. So he's been a good asset.
Have you been to every pump station?
Yes, sir, I believe I have, especially during the hurricane.
You know how many we have?
168, I believe.
Is that right?
That sounds right.
Yeah. We appreciate you working with us. Look forward to seeing you up here in a while.
Yes, sir, thank you.
I think it's 167. Oh, 168? I didn't get the memo.
Candace Cruz, wastewater laboratory.
These dedications.
She's fairly new, and she's already won on the
You
award.
got, you gotta go stand by Mr. Young.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Candace is a wastewater laboratory analyst. She's starting at JWSC on March 3rd. She's been trained to perform various tests on wastewater samples to ensure treatment processes meet environmental standards. So far, she has learned to maintain and calibrate lab equipment, calculate results, and maintain accurate records. Some of her duties include sample collection, analyzing samples, data entry, and preparing solutions. She also helps with report preparation and assists with resolving operational issues. You like laboratory work?
I love it.
Where do you take the samples? Or which
Out,
plant?
Academy.
So you-
Dunbar
it's
will,
basically at the academy.
right now,
Okay,
we'll be at Southport and Dunbar eventually too.
yeah.
Yes.
And what do you like most about your work?
The people I work with.
That's good. That's a real good statement. I think we're good, got a good operations crew out there.
Mhm.
We still gotta do a little bit more work out there.
Yes.
But it's improving. And it's a slow process, but we're gonna be spending some more money, unfortunately, out there to replace some other equipment. But I appreciate everything you do, and congratulations on getting this award.
Well, thank you.
State of Georgia Board of Examiners for certification of water and wastewater treatment plant operators and laboratory analysts certifies that Candace Joanne Cruz, having given satisfactory evidence of the necessary qualifications as required by the laws of the state of Georgia, has been duly certified as wastewater laboratory analyst in the state of Georgia. Signed, Margaret Doss, this 21st day of August 2025. Congratulations. What do you want to say about that?
I have to say, she came in, I lost all of my lab staff when I took over as assistant director.
Did you put
And
them off, son?
I did not run them off. He did, yes, he did.
No, two of them finished very long tenures with us, yes. Yeah.
They retired. But, I did all three, wastewater plants, laboratory work, didn't have to send any samples out. She came in and it was just like, she picked up just tremendously and very quickly. She's done a good job for me. I greatly appreciate her.
You like chemistry, don't you? You ever look at the microscope, microscopic little bugs? One of these days y'all need to make a presentation and show us what you see, and what's good and what's bad.
We usually take either videos or pictures every day of one of the samples, either the mixed liquors or the, returns.
If you want to put something together, Andrew, present to us.
Wait a minute, I ain't doing that.
He said,
For you to
present to you.
Yeah.
Well, we'd like to see that,
Okay. We can do that.
because it's the bacteria that processes the wastewater. And they have to make sure that's what's right. And then they gotta run a test to make sure it's right. And Andrew just gives us the highlight.
Amber gives you
We don't know, but we are in violation every once in a while. Kurt, you want to add anything to it?
Yeah, Candace has been a go-getter from the time she got here. There was certainly a lot of work to do in organization in the lab, and of course I come in and we're shuffling things around. For her, it's just the way it's been since she's got here, but it's making it so that the information is being gathered as it has been, but we can see it quicker. So myself and Mr. Burrows can see it that day when the samples come out, so we can make decisions. And we're applying what we're doing at Academy Creek to the other plants as well, so we have an electronic database. And then as you asked about, we, with the commission's blessing, invested in a nice microscope that gives us the ability to take still pictures in color and video. And we have quite a file that we're building on that, and we can clearly see the growth of the microorganisms. But the macroorganisms have to tend to the microorganisms. And our lab technicians are doing a fine job. Candace is doing a really good job, and obviously from not being in the wastewater industry, coming into this and then getting her wastewater lab analyst certification is quite an accomplishment. So we're very proud of it.
Yeah, and it keeps a record of our friends. You guys, whether we're sick or whether it's good, we appreciate everything you do there. And we look forward to having you work with us in many years. We can always keep you busy.
Good work to do. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Let's.
Right, they're all leaving. They got work.
We need to make a motion to excuse Commissioner Neal from the meeting. He has a funeral.
I'll make a motion to excuse Commissioner Neal from today's meeting.
Second.
All in favor? Motion carries 7-0.
6.
6-0. We had 2 committee meetings yesterday. The Facilities Committee met in the morning, and we agreed to present to the full council the Glenn New Hope presentation. It's a comprehensive agreement. Also, the contract award for the ARCO area sewer connections. And when we start talking about those in the meeting, I want to recognize our director, Andrew Burrs, because he saw ARCO, we just finished the sewer system, but he saw the need, and the people, some of those people, it's tough for them to tap into the sewer system and to pay the cost of that. But he saw a grant program that was not exactly for that, but he convinced EPA and EPD that it's doing the same thing as that. And so we're gonna be able to get, I think, have 93 people or something like that.
96.
96 that are gonna qualify for free hookups. And so if he had not realized that and saw that opportunity, and that's what we appreciate about our director. He steps up and finds things like that some people don't know about. So I just want to say that about Andrew right now. But Andrew, let's see, then we also had the pump station transfer switch design services. We awarded that. The Newcastle Sewer Street manhole rehab, that's a major manhole that needs rehab. Change order number 7 for Dunbar Creek, that was in the influence structure. And we have memorandum of understanding. We are going to delay those, is that right, Andrew?
Yes, sir.
Item 7 and 8. And then the ESRA renewal, we'd pass that. And also the capital equipment purchase for a 0.75-ton crew truck with service body. We also had and also, I guess we purchased a capital equipment, a portable light tower so they can work at night. We have infrastructure dedications and conveyance of easements that Todd presented to us. And overall, it was a pretty good meeting. We will be accepting a utility easement for Bucky's, a temporary utility easement also. And I was glad to say that even though we've had so much rain, the plants are still working, they're still meeting the needs. And we have to realize that there's a lot of people that, like King and Prince and other industries that discharge to us. And it changes every day, and people like Ms. Cruz, they realize that. They have to take the influence and everything else, and then those are the reports that we look at. So that's why I wanted to encourage them to maybe give us some pictures or make a presentation so we actually know what we're looking at. So now I'd like for Commissioner Watson to give a report on the Finance Committee that was held yesterday afternoon.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We had a very similar agenda. We reviewed the comprehensive agreement for Glen New Hope and the impact it's going to have on water and sewer service on Highway 17. There were 3 contract awards we went into detail on, and you'll hear more about those today at the commission meeting. We recommended approval on change order number 7 for Dunbar Creek. And then we had a detailed financial review for July financials and about halfway through the June year-end audit. So we'll look forward to a final audit report next month. That was our Finance Committee meeting yesterday.
Thank you, Commissioner Watson. We'll move to the approval section. Item 1 is minutes from July 17th, 2025 meeting.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that we accept the minutes as presented.
I had a point of clarification, if you don't mind, before. So was there a motion are we deferring 2 items on the agenda? I didn't.
Oh, yes.
So we amended the agenda yet?
Yeah, we didn't amend the agenda at this point yet, but the items, the MOUs with the city of Brunswick for the engineering contracts for Bay Street and for the Howard Coffin Park work, the city attorney did not get an opportunity to review those and requested these be deferred to the next meeting.
Can I have a motion to defer those?
So moved.
Second?
I'll second.
Motion second, all in favor? Motion carries 6-0.
And I'll second the motion to approve the minutes of the July 17th meeting.
Motion second, any questions? Hearing none, all in favor? Motion carries. Comprehensive Agreement, Glenn, New Hope, 1043 LLC, Mr. Burrows.
Yes, sir. Glenn New Hope 1043 LLC owns the property formerly known as New Hope Plantation at 5410 Highway 17 North. They intend to construct a 640-unit retirement and assisted living community on the property, and there's mutual interest between the JWSC and Glenn New Hope to improve the water system along Highway 17 to provide looped water access to the area and fire protection. On our GIS map here, New Hope Plantation is right here. You can see our existing water system stops up here at the end of Shell Road, right beside Bucky's, which is right here. There's a water line that is stubbed out here. The other end of the water line is down here at Harry Driggers. You may recall, Commissioner Cook remembered this in the Finance Committee yesterday. We went underneath Highway 17 with a casing and carrier pipe down here at Harry Driggers. New Hope Plantation will be required for their development to install a water main down New Hope Drive to the north on Highway 17 and across to the end of Shell Road to tie into that water line. That will be a 12-inch water main to bring water to their facility. They will also be installing, they have an on-site sewer pumping station right now that pumps to an existing oxidation pond on site that is being decommissioned by the developer. That will be pumped as well up Highway 17 to Highway 99 to pump station 4118. Given the length of that water main, as well as the opportunity to provide additional water services to other areas in the North Mainland District, we approached the developer about installing a 12-inch water main loop from New Hope Drive down to Harry Driggers. And so they will be installing a 12-inch water main on the west side of Highway 17 north, from Harry Driggers all the way to Highway 99 and ultimately to Shell Road, and that will provide water availability and fire protection for the entire North Mainland District. You may recall we received an easement from the State Properties Committee to go across the Hoffel-Broadfield property where there was not a sufficient right-of-way. That has been taken care of, so that was for the purpose of this project as well. So Glenn New Hope will install at their cost. They will provide us with bid-ready documents. We will bid it publicly, and they will get credit for the amount of the installation of the water main from New Hope Drive down to Harry Driggers. There is no credit associated with anything north of New Hope Drive. That is required for their development. The credit received will be used for on-site capital improvement fee credits. Should their capital fees not consume the amount of the credit, they will receive 70% of capital fees that are collected from connecting to the new water main they are installing until they receive their investment back, or 10 years, whichever occurs first. And with that, we'll open it up for any questions. Oh, I will say also, separate from this agreement, New Hope Plantation, the property owners will be providing fire protection services to Hoffel-Broadfield Plantation as part of this project. That was part of the agreement for us to acquire the easement across Hoffel-Broadfield. So they will be running a fire main out to the plantation property to provide them with fire protection services.
Can I have a motion?
I move that the Brunswick-Glynn Joint Water and Sewer Commission enter into a comprehensive agreement with Glenn New Hope for the construction of loop water system improvements along Highway 17 North.
I second.
Motion and second. Are there any questions?
Are we managing the project and or they're doing it all and we're just
Once we bid
inspecting?
it and we award the contract, they will be managing the construction. We'll have inspection out there as part of normal projects, but no, sir, we are not managing the construction.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Burrows, I think the key to the whole thing here is the water loop. I mean, the lines are great, and I think it's wonderful. There's going to be development in the area, and the road's being widened there, so that shouldn't be a big problem. But the fact that you're going to be able to loop that around, and for our system, it's a benefit to our whole system. And I think it's really a key point of this. It may have been the sticking point originally.
Yeah, it was.
But,
Yes.
but I mean, everyone benefits, all customers in the future are going to benefit from that action. So I appreciate your tenacity on that.
Yes, sir.
I have one question. It says here there's going to be a retirement community,
Yes, sir.
but on the comprehensive agreement, it was in red, but then it's been marked out.
Yes, sir. They requested adjustments to the previous, to allow them, if they ended up changing the type of the development of what they were going to propose. Currently, it is proposed to be a retirement community.
So the amount of fees that they'll be paying or would get back would be more if they don't.
Depends on which way they go about it. If they want to master meter it versus doing individual meters, that changes the way they would get their credit. Yes, sir.
Well, it's a good project. so
It's a good project, yes, sir.
move ahead with it. Any other questions?
So how are they sizing their water requirements if they really aren't sure of what they're putting there?
Well, that's their engineer who has sized the water main and the existing proposed water demands. As we know, at one point, they were talking about building a movie studio out there. That seems to have been scrapped. So now they're on the 640-unit community. That typically, I mean, that's probably, my assumption is they're going off that being their max demand, and then they'll shrink it down if necessary beyond that. For our purposes, though, we get a 12-inch water main loop out of the deal, so,
New customers.
and new customers, absolutely.
Is there a time schedule that they're supposed to meet?
They have 10 years from the date of the agreement to complete the work, and any payback they're going to get has to be used within 10 years.
Okay.
Good work, Charlie.
Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor, indicate by raising your right hand. Motion carries 6-0. Next item is the Arco area sewer connections, Mr. Burris.
Yes, sir. As you mentioned in your update, we have received grant funding from the Georgia EPD 319 program. Let me turn the water layers off here because it gets a little crowded. Where's the meter layer at? Go away. There we go. Okay, so these orange lines you see here, we installed, not with grant funds, but with JWSC internal funds, we installed sewer lines in the Arco area, and they're in orange at this point. They are all in service and they're all active, but we're waiting on record drawings from the engineer to finalize that project closeout, at which point they will be turned green for public recognition on our maps. So we went through the 319 program to allow us to get connections. The 319 program is to eliminate non-point source solution. So septic tanks qualify as non-point source. This money has been used previously by other counties to pump people's septic tanks, but it's never been utilized to actually connect people to the sanitary sewer system. So the way this project works, it's a 40% match requirement, so the grant funding is $445,349, and our local match is required to be just shy of $300,000, but that can be from in-kind services. And so the way we're going to provide matching funds for this is with our personnel time for project management and for public outreach, the materials and supplies for public outreach. We will be with our Vactrons going out, and once the septic tanks are decommissioned, we will be removing the septic waste from those tanks and taking at our cost. And then the Glynn County Department of Public Health agreed to waive the septic tank decommissioning inspection fees as well. So that will make up the match for that. And then so the customers will be able to have their septic tank completely demoed. They'll be tied to the new sewer lines. And then the only thing they will be responsible for is the capital improvement fee. However, we can finance that for them for up to 10 years, for they'll get a nominal charge on their monthly bill for that. The low bidder for this work is J.H. Stone's Construction, a local contractor, at $4,656 per connection, which breaks down to 96 available connections with this grant funding. If approved today, we will be holding a public meeting in the Arco area to allow people to sign up for the program at that time. The goal is to release these in batches of 25 so that the contractor can plan his work effectively and get through this expediently, hopefully.
Can I have a motion?
Mr. Chair, I make a motion that the Brunswick-Glynn Joint Water and Sewer Commission award a contract to J.H. Stone Construction, Inc. with the not-to-exceed amount of $445,349 for the Arco area sewer connection project.
I'll second.
And I mentioned this yesterday, apologies. The reason that it is worded as not to exceed is because we haven't got people signed up for the program yet, so we don't want to agree to paying $449,000 if nobody wants to sign up. I don't think it'll be a problem,
Yeah.
but just from the legalese.
I would just, Director Burrows also encourage staff to obviously communicate well with the city on this project, and I think our Department of Community Affairs can do a really good job of helping getting the word out and publicize whatever the town
So we'll
hall
work
event we
with
have.
the city, particularly through the MPA process. That'll be very helpful. And I mentioned with Commissioner Meal yesterday, we'll certainly be in contact with Commissioner Booker about him helping us get the word out as well on this project. And if this goes well, our hope is with the other sewer extension projects we're doing right now, that this becomes a program that the EPD continues to fund for us, and we can try to get this as more of a rolling program for people.
If we get all if we use, all 96, is there any way that we can get them to hold that price for people that don't make the 96?
Certainly we could request that, but that has not been a discussion at this point.
Because you have 250 potential.
268 parcels, and there's probably 240 to 250 actual structures out there. Yes, sir.
So it's gonna be on a first come, first serve
At this point, yes, sir.
after you make the presentation.
After we had the public meeting, we will have the ability for people to sign up at that point. They could pay the fees if they want to there, or if they can agree to finance it. We'll get you on the list. And hopefully, if we have great participation, the goal would be to, like I said, release it in batches of 25, and preferably batches of 25 that are located together, so that it makes the work much more efficient going through the process.
Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor? Motion carries 6-0. Thank you, Andrew.
Yes, sir.
Next item is pump station transfer switch design services. Mr. Burrows?
Yes, sir. Speaking of grant programs, we were awarded a hazard mitigation grant from FEMA and GEMA for the installation of 5, correct, this is correct according to FEMA's language. We don't install portable generators. To purchase 5 portable generators and install 67 transfer switches. The way that program works is $1.8 million, and our share will be $455,000 of that. And so we have already done this with 10 automatic transfer switches previously. And so this will be the exact same setup. It is an automatic transfer switch and a quick connection panel where we have cam locks that are color coded. We back a generator in, put the colors to the colors, tie it together, and you're ready to go. As I always tell people, they're so simple that I can do it, and it takes longer to back the generator into the station than it does to hook it up. Chatham Engineering has done extensive electrical design for us over the past several years, including the design for the first 10 transfer switches. And so the request here is to award a contract to Chatham Engineering in the amount of $46,100 to complete design drawings and construction administration services for the next 67 transfer switches.
Can I have a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move that the Brunswick-Glynn Joint Water and Sewer Commission approve a contract with Chatham Engineering in the amount of $46,100 for design and construction administration services associated with HMGP 4433.
Second.
Motion second, any questions?
Mr. Burrows, on this, I mean, I think the public needs to understand how important this is. These are generally for emergency situations.
They are generally for emergency situations, but there are situations where, for example, tomorrow, Georgia Power needs to do some work in an area.
Right.
And we're gonna have to put that station on generator because they're gonna be off power for 6 or 8 hours while they do some work. So they get used not every day, but consistently, these things are put on generators just because of work going on in the area, so.
So we're going out and just pretty much getting everything ready for, in the event we need to do that at any one of the stations.
yes, sir.
Eventually, it'd be nice to have everything all there, but, I mean, we have to be realistic, and we can move the generators around as
Yeah,
needed.
absolutely. And for most of these stations, as we prioritize them based off the flow rates, and so we get the big ones back up running, and then we get Georgia Power. They work with us to work through our system the way we need to, so we can move generators around as they start working as well. I mentioned yesterday, if we hook a generator up without one of these, it takes about an hour once you show up on site to get it hooked up. It takes about 10 minutes full stop. It takes longer to drive there and back it in than it does to actually hook these things up.
So it's well worth
Well worth the investment, particularly if you can get it at 75% off.
Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carries 6-0. Next item is contract award Newcastle Street manhole rehab.
Newcastle Street manhole rehab is, of course, on Newcastle Street, right outside of Pump Station 4001, which is at the intersection of 3rd Avenue and Newcastle Street. There is a current road plate there. This manhole, let me label this so y'all can see what I'm doing. And manhole 4001-0020. If you're not familiar with the way we label manholes, it is this manhole right here, 4001 is the basin that it drains to. And so this is the pump station. The first manhole outside the pump station is 10. The second manhole is 20. So it's, there's actually intelligence built into the way we label these things. But this manhole is an old brick manhole that has started to have significant issues and created a sinkhole. And it has one influent line and one effluent line, and both of those lines have partially collapsed. And so what this contract is, we got prices from 2 vendors, and I'll go through that in a second, is to reline the brick manhole with a calcium aluminate product, and also to hydraulically open and reline the connection points into the influent and effluent line from the manhole. So there'll be a CIPP short liner that goes inside of, instead of lining the whole pipe, it's just the first few feet of that. The 2 prices we got, and they're attached, Atlantic Pipe Services. There are 2 quotes from APS because it's a different business unit for them that does the CIPP versus the manhole lining. Bionomics is one proposal. The recommendation is to go with Bionomics. The difference in the prices is $428.68. But Bionomics includes 70 gallons of grout to stabilize the soil, as well as traffic control. Atlantic Pipe Services does not include traffic control and only includes 50 gallons of grout, and additional gallons of grout are charged at $500 per gallon. So it is a better deal for us to go move forward with Bionomics on this contract, and so the recommendation is to get this rehab from Bionomics at $49,200. We will, of course, have additional expenses to repave the area once this is complete.
Can I have a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move that the Brunswick-Glynn Joint Water and Sewer Commission approve a contract with Bionomics Services Incorporated in the amount of $49,200 for the repair of manhole 4001-0020 and the 2 gravity lines connected to this manhole.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions?
They have to bore these lines out?
Yeah, they've collapsed, so what they'll do is they'll jack them hydraulically to open them back up.
Right, and then the lining goes in.
It all goes from the inside. There
Right.
won't be a lot of excavation here.
And you said yesterday, this manhole, I assume the pipes also are from the 1960s?
Those are clay lines. Yeah, so they would be 60s era.
So,
There was a picture at the facilities committee yesterday of the actual station. We just rehabbed the station, and there is a line of clear water coming into that station. And we don't, on that side, we don't use clear water. So we need to get this manhole rehab to get that clear water out of the station.
does the plate actually stop some of the water in the
Yeah,
interim?
it's all coming underneath from the
Just you're
groundwater.
concerned about the
Yeah.
collapse of
Yes,
everything?
that's
Yeah.
correct.
Okay. I hope they take pictures when they do this. It'd be
We can
very
get some
fascinating
pictures.
to
That's
see.
not a problem.
Yeah, it'd be really fascinating.
Yeah, when they do the short liner,
Yeah,
for me, what they do is they take an inflatable ball and they strap it to it, insert that, and then they inflate it out, as opposed to the CIPP that you've probably gone to see where they're actually inverting it using water. So
Right.
it's a slightly different technology.
Right.
But that means you don't have to go all the way to the other end.
right. Yeah. Right. That's all I have.
No other questions? Raise your right hand. Approve the motion. Motion carries 6-0. By the way, pretty soon we'll be taking bids on a project to do smoke testing both on the mainland and St. Simons. And I think that'll be presented to us next month.
It should be, yes, sir.
So that would have probably shown some problems with this. We probably got a lot of smoke at this location. But
Yes, sir, we
anyway.
would have.
I would think so.
Somebody would have thought the port was on fire
And,
again.
and when we see something like that, it brings the staff attention to
Not this one, but
where are other areas that might be creeping up on us that we don't know about. And so we're trying to look at some of our force mains that some of them are pretty critical force mains. If a force main blows out, then it gotta somehow get it fixed because it's handling a lot of the area. So those are some things that I think the staff and Andrew and Todd are gonna be looking into to see how we might, if something does fail, what are we gonna do?
What's the plan?
And maybe install some bypasses or some, just connect to a gravity sewer line or something like that, or just figure out, or maybe even a parallel force main. So I want to commend the commission, staff for doing that. Next item is change order number 7, Dunbar Creek Water Pollution Control Facility Rehab.
Yes, sir. This is a change order, it is a change order to the contract, but it's not in the traditional sense of a change order of unforeseens happening as part of a design project. They were on site. BRW Construction has been doing a rehab of the Dunbar Creek facility, and they're very near the end of that project. But while they were on site, I will show you here, the photo is a little blurry, but if you can follow along, this vertical channel here is where the mechanical bar screens are at Dunbar Creek. The flow comes in from Sea Island Road over here, and then from Glen Haven over here, comes together and then goes through this channel. And then there is a slight gap, and then there is a concrete structure right here that contains the grit removal system and the influent partial flume that measures the flow. The line between the mechanical bar screens and the second concrete structure collapsed. And so they were on site, so we asked them to please jump on that and fix it because it was going to be a major issue for us. We diverted flow. There is a manual bar screen over here, which is as exciting as it sounds. It is a screen that catches debris, and somebody has to take a rake and scrape that bar screen continuously. So we had a lot of staff volunteered to work a lot of extra hours while this was going on. BRW came in, set up bypass pumps for high flows, also removed all the existing equipment out of the way, demoed the concrete, went down, pulled the collapsed pipe out, installed a new stainless steel flume through there, and recoated the concrete structures due to corrosion on the concrete, and then put everything back together, put flow back through it, and broke down the bypass pumps. The cost to do this was $393,090.39, and it is charged in accordance with the design build contract that we have that requires them to provide their labor sheets and a defined markup according to the contract for overhead and profit.
Have a motion?
I'll move that the Brunswick-Glynn Joint Water and Sewer Commission approve change order number 7 in the amount of $393,090.39 to BRW Construction Group LLC for the emergency repairs associated with the Dunbar Creek Production Facility Rehab Project.
I'll second.
Motion second. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor? Motion carries 6-0. Thank you. Item 9, fiscal year 2026 ESRI renewal. Andrew?
Yes, sir. Esri is the provider of the GIS software you see right here. So all this information that we have here through our GIS is provided through a software housed by a company called Esri, which stands for Environmental System Research Institute. We previously had a enterprise. We didn't have a separate enterprise license agreement. We were utilizing Glynn counties, and we were paying them for services. Esri wised up and decided that we could no longer piggyback on Glynn County's contract, and decided we needed our own ELA. So this is a renewal of our internal ELA for subscription to that software. It is $28,400. This is a budgeted item in the planning and construction annual budget. And as Commissioner Cook pointed out yesterday, we are also now required to maintain our own GIS servers, which will be brought to you for recommendation at the September meeting so that we can get those servers online prior to the end of October, which is when Esri is requiring us to have our own server.
Quotes in already and waiting for 2 more.
Waiting for some additional quotes, but we'll have a recommendation so that those can be set up in time. But the request is to renew the enterprise license agreement so we can continue with our GIS services. Because me and Todd are going to be lost if we don't have GIS.
Absolutely. So
Can I have a motion?
I'll move that the Brunswick-Glynn Joint Water and Sewer Commission approve the renewal of fiscal year 2026 Esri an enterprise license agreement with Environmental Systems Research Institute, Inc., in the amount of $28,400.
Second.
Motion second. Any questions?
Once you get your servers, if Glynn County updates their GIS, is it automatically gonna be transferred to your servers? The updates, or are you gonna have to poll them every couple months?
Commissioner Ford, well, we use their layers as a base map. Our layers internally are overlaid.
So it should re-upload it won't be immediate, but when we upload the next overnight, it should re-upload the
Yeah.
right maps.
Typically, yeah, several times a week right now, we are sending our layers updated to Glynn County when they install them in their servers.
So it's gonna work both ways?
Yes.
So you guys can change it and update theirs, they'll change it and update.
That is my understanding, sir,
Yeah,
yes.
We'll each be updating our own separate, and we're still shared, overlapping each other.
Okay.
The technical answer is yes.
Yes. We were paying Glynn County about $7,500 a year, so I guess Esri decided 28,000 was better than 7,500, so.
This company knows that they have the market on the product, and they charge accordingly, but they happen to put out a product that's superior to anything else. So that's I think it's used by every municipality and everywhere. So
And we're okay with our equipment to handle this and security and all that fun stuff.
yeah,
We're okay with all that.
there's gonna be a new actual server here, which actually is gonna increase the speed, because we're gonna have information locally, which has been, even with the new internet service here, it's still a little bit of a lag because of the fact that the data's gotta come across. So we're gonna be able to do that. It'll speed up, make things much faster here.
Can I quote you on that, sir?
Yes, absolutely. So,
Yes.
Okay, any other questions? Being none, all in favor? Motion carries 6-0. Thank you. Next item is capital equipment purchase. 0.75-ton crew truck with service body, Mr. Burris.
Yes, sir. We went out for quotes to buy a 3/4-ton service truck with three-quarter-ton truck with service body for the use by our wastewater lift station crews. Budgeted amount was $75,000. We got more than these three quotes, as Ms. Crosby mentioned yesterday. These are the three lowest quotes for the three different makes and models that we have here. The recommendation is to purchase this vehicle from Ed Murdoch Superstores, a 2025 Ram 2500 in the cost of $60,276. There will be a small amount of additional money spent to provide decals and lights and things like that for the vehicle once it gets here. But we will be well under the $75,000 original budgeted amount.
Mr. Chair, I move that the Brunswick-Glynn Joint Water and Sewer Commission approve the purchase of one 2025 Ram 2500 3/4-ton truck with service body in the amount of $60,276 from Ed Murdoch Superstores.
I'll second.
Motion is second. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor? Motion carries 6-0. Thank you. I will move to the, nope, we still got the capital equipment purchase portable light tower, Mr. Burris.
Yes, sir. Our wastewater division, as part of the annual budget, requested and was approved for the purchase of a portable light tower. These are used at night when we have to do work at night to provide safety lighting for all the work that is going on. We got two prices, one from a cooperative purchasing program through Yancey at $14,500, but local company Saplo Equipment was able to beat that price at $12,300. I did note this is not something that is utilized every day, so it can be relocated to other divisions as necessary to complete work, so we won't have to buy them for different divisions. And I also noted yesterday, just because you see us using these lights out at night does not necessarily mean there's anything wrong. We do planned work at night in high-traffic areas, so that we're trying to limit our disturbance in certain areas when it's going to cause major traffic situations where we can do that. The request is to purchase this 23-foot portable light tower from Saplo Equipment for $12,300.
Mr. Chairman, I move that the Brunswick-Glynn Joint Water and Sewer Commission approve the purchase of one 23-foot Wacker-Newson portable light tower unit in the amount of $12,300 from the Saplo Equipment Company.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions?
The Source Cooperative Program is supposedly supposed to be cheaper. Is that Pam, is that right?
They're not always cheaper.
process.
Okay.
So it helps us meet our public procurement requirements.
Okay, so-
Sometimes that's a better price. and
So they might be a good source sometimes. Okay, not in this case. I mean, it's,
Sometimes we don't really have buying power, they're good, but this is
Yeah.
local equipment that there's kind of a demand in our areas, this is so much construction, and South Florida can sell
Yeah.
us some of these.
well, we appreciate saving $2,000. That's fine.
Certainly.
Next item is infrastructure.
Did we vote?
We didn't got to vote.
Any no other questions? All in favor? Motion carries
Okay.
6-0. Thank you. Next item is infrastructure dedications and conveyance of easements.
Ones we
Mr.
didn't see
Bland.
yesterday.
Right, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, thank you. Good afternoon. Real quickly, there's 2 items on this memorandum here. The first one is Woodland Cove Phase 2, dedication of infrastructure. Second one is Bucky's, associated with the development at Bucky's. It's a temporary utility easement granted by Brunswick Highway 99 LLC. The first one here is the result of at Woodland Cove Phase 2B, and I'm happy to navigate to these on GIS and show you more detail on where these are located. This is just north of 99 and the Spur interchange, all the way at the end of the Golden Isles Parkway extension is a subdivision called Woodland Cove. Phase 2B is what's associated with here, just another extension of the development there. They installed about 740 more linear feet of 8-inch PVC water main and about 670 linear feet more of 8-inch PVC sewer main and manhole appurtenances. And I always like to point out that this new privately installed infrastructure will bring us 20 new customer connections. And again, we show in our mapping new construction as orange until the board accepts or it is to remain private. Next item is an easement over infrastructure previously accepted by the board related to the development of Bucky's at exit 42. And this easement is from the owner of the property adjacent to Bucky's. It is an 80-foot easement that's going to parallel the gravity sewer extension and water connection that comes down from the Bucky's property. And so this gives us an easement across their property all the way to our existing easement over the infrastructure that was there previously connected to.
And the reason it's 80 feet, because it matches the width of the right-of-way.
Correct. So Bucky's, and let me just go ahead and navigate to GIS here very quickly. This one in particular, exit 42 on the north end. Everyone is generally familiar with where Bucky's is. So Bucky's is here. I don't know if our imagery is going to show us much or just cloud it up. So from Bucky's property here, it connects via easement with this proposed easement to our existing easement that runs through the woods there for our 12-inch gravity main and 12-inch water main that they connected to. And as Mr. Burrs pointed out, this parallels Bucky's Boulevard, which is going to at some point extend to future developments in the area. And we do expect that to be dedicated as a public 80-foot right-of-way. So that's why this is an 80-foot wide easement.
How many gallons of water are they using a day?
About 35,000.
Very nice. Oof.
Can I have a motion to accept?
I'll move that the Brunswick-Glynn Joint Water and Sewer Commission approve these requests to accept infrastructure and easements with associated documentation.
I'll second.
Motion is second. Anybody have any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor? Motion carries 6-0.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you, John. Next item is Executive Director's update.
Yes, sir. As you mentioned, we have an RFP out right now for sewer system smoke testing. It's about just shy of 1 million linear feet of pipe that we're requesting services to smoke test. Those are due back September 10th, and the hope is we'll have a recommendation for award at the September meeting. also before our next meeting, but there will not be a recommendation at our next meeting for this. We're accepting proposals for a new financial ERP software system. That is a little bit more complicated to go through and select, but we will be getting proposals next Thursday on those. So we'll be going through that process. So likely, definitely won't be doing anything till after the audit is completed in October, but that's coming up in the very near future. Just giving you a heads up about that.
I did read the request for it, and it's very, very comprehensive, so. And I think one of the key things is that the software is going to be kept off-site. So there's less vulnerability, which is really one of the key things of the whole, of switching over. Yeah.
Commissioners' discussion, any commissioners have anything to say or talk about?
Feels like it's been months and months ago, but I had a chance to go up to the conference in Savannah and really enjoyed. I was only able to make it up for a day and sit on sessions, but it's great to see staff there and visit and look around, so good stuff. I told Andrew I picked out a bunch of shiny new pumps for him.
Well, for the chairman's update, I just want to once again commend our director for what he's doing as far as getting this grant money. That was real unusual that we got that, and hopefully we'll be able to get it for other projects. But I also want to, and Kirk's out here, commend him and David and the other new department heads, because I already see a difference in the personnel. I mean, they enjoy their work. I mean, we're seeing a lot of enthusiasm with our staff. I mean, when we have a young girl that's been here 6 months and she already gets a certification, that's just really shows you that they like what they're doing. And I think the ship's going in the right direction, and I just want to commend all of our staff for what's going on there. And we'll just ride with the boat, and then we'll just keep giving them more and more of these recognitions. So that's just wonderful. I think we do need to go in executive session for land.
For property, yes, sir.
So can I have a motion for us to go in executive session?
I'll make a motion, we go into executive session.
Second.
All in favor? We adjourn for executive session.
You take it away, the evidence.
Can I have a motion to come out of executive session?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? We're out of executive session. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Meeting's adjourned. Thank you.